Hola chicos, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Es su profesor Ricardo Martins. Estamos en la clase del 6 de abril de Inglés Avanzado de nuestro Centro Cultural GLORIA FUERTES. Empecemos un poco. Hoy vamos a ver el imperativo en inglés, ¿ok? The imperative form, ¿ok? They use, for example, the imperative form used to say indication or say something that is an instruction or say something that is not really polite, could be, ¿ok? El imperativo se usa en inglés para dar una orden o una indicación directamente o a varias personas. Se forma con el infinitivo del verbo y omitiendo el sujeto. El imperativo es uno de los tres modos que existen en inglés junto con el indicativo y el subjuntivo, que lo veremos en otra clase. El modo de un verbo denota la actitud que mantiene el hablante con respecto a la información que enuncia. Vamos a ver eso. Vamos a ver cómo sería con Lingolia esto. Por ejemplo, if we talk about, for example, that a passenger stop, could you take me to the station, please? Okay, maybe you're saying to the people without the subject, stop. Okay, taxi driver, of course, get in and fasten your seat belt. Okay, and then again, get in without the subject. Okay, they are using the verb directly to the person. In this case, it's a phrasal verb. Okay, and you don't need the subject. Okay, passenger, don't drive too fast, please. I get sick easily. Don't be silly. I cannot drive fast in the rush hour traffic, and please don't be sick in my taxi. Okay, this conversation, do you feel that this conversation is cool? It's something that is really great between two persons? They are speaking normally? Not. The imperative way is not to speak normally to somebody. It's when somebody is not paying attention to you, or you need to catch their attention, or you need to be aggressive, or you need to be not polite to speak with that person. That's the point about the imperative way, that it's a way to speak to someone that you want to catch their his attention, but or her attention, but it's not so polite. Okay. El imperativo expresa una petición o a varias personas o a una o a varias personas de hacer o no hacer algo. Por ejemplo, el stop sería el imperativo. Get in sería el phrasal. ¿Ok? Y don't drive too fast sería la otra petición. Vamos a ver. El uso del imperativo en inglés está más reservado que en español. A menudo se acompaña con palabras de cortesía para rebajar el tono de la demanda o se adopta por parafrasear el enunciado en forma de oración interrogativa condicional. Could you stop, please? Or maybe stop, please, and you say to the person that you are like giving for example, that you are saying sorry for your attitude. That's the point. If you give an instruction to somebody, a demand to somebody, that to do it with an imperative way, you have to say sorry at the end, or please, or something. But because if you don't do that, you are saying that you are giving an instruction without taking care if you are giving an instruction or not. It's most common that the people used to say please, stop, please. It's really common in the movies that you watch. First, that the assassin come to the victim, and when there is a murder, for example, and there is somebody is following by a murderer, and the murderer came to the victim and the murderers start to kill them or something, they say, "Stop, please, stop." But you don't say the name of the person, or you don't say he or she or you stop. No, you say stop, please. Okay, directly. That's the point to use the imperative way. When you need to that person to do the action in the moment, or giving an instruction, or saying to that person that you need to shout something, to say it, to cry it, to feel it. It's something that goes spontaneously from you to outside, and give an advice to that person that you are not good, or you are really good, or maybe that you're speaking with your emotional things. That's the way that in the end also we used to say please, because we are not all the time giving orders to the person, and then we don't apologize for our attitude or our way to speak. It's most common to say at the end please. Okay? Let's continue with this. Los verbos en imperativo tienen la forma de infinitiva del verbo sin tú y sin pronombre personal. Eso es lo que quiero que vean. To stop, stop. Get in, suba. To fasten the seat belt, fasten your seat belt. ¿Ven? ¿Ok? Para dar una orden negativa, es decir, solicitar que no se haga algo, se niega el imperativo con el verbo auxiliar do not. Do más not. Vamos a verlo. Lo más común es usar la contracción don't. Ejemplo. Tú no dices, you don't drive too fast. No, this is don't drive too fast. Don't be sick in my taxi. Okay? And then you are not using the subject. You are directly saying to the person, don't do that. If you say to that person, don't do that, it's like you are asking to, you are not asking, you're saying that you don't need to that you don't want to that person to do that. That's the imperative way. That's why we give the instructions really with the subject, with the person. Okay? You don't have to say, Maria, don't drive too fast. No. It's don't drive too fast, because you're speaking directly to Maria, giving an instruction, giving something in order to that person catch your attention. That's the point that in the end it's common to say please, because you are begging for apologize or for something. You are not saying to I will not say anything, and I will give you an instruction, and you have to be shout. You have to be quiet and do whatever I want. No, it's not common that we receive instructions from people and we don't say anything. That's the point that we used to set at the end. Please, okay? Because you are demanding somebody to do something, and that person, it's supposed that he's going to do it, and you are saying in an active and strongest way, and when you are saying that person is going to do it, but at the end do you say please to that person to apologize for your attitude. That's the point with the imperative way. Don't be sick in my taxi. ¿Ok? El imperativo se utiliza también el auxiliar do para el verbo to be. Por ejemplo, don't be silly. No seas tonto, no seas idiota. I cannot drive fast in the rush hour traffic. No sea ridículo. No puedo conducir rápido en la hora punta. ¿Ven? Más o menos. El uso del imperativo generalmente es para peleas en inglés, ¿vale? Por eso no es muy común, pero uno no sabe cuándo va a fluir ese ese, no sé, ese personaje nuestro, ese Dr. Jekyll y Mr. Hyde, ese Mr. Hyde, no sé si conocen the famous novel of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll was a doctor, and then he transformed in Mr. Hyde, and Mr. Hyde was a monster. And the monster was the person that used to speak when you are in a frustrating situation, when you are in a bad situation, when you feel so bad, when you are not when you are talking to somebody with a lot of stress in a stressful situation, maybe our way of speaking could be different. That's the way of the imperative way, not to use it to damage people. That's the point. In Spanish too, we try to speak not in an imperative way with the persons, okay? But it's common to hear, for example, like in the movies, when the murder is coming, remember, so all the time they say, "Stop, please, help me! Stop, please," because you say at the end, "Please," for begging to not continue with the action or with the things that he's saying or doing. Okay? Thank you for your attention about that. I will leave you with the exercises here to complete and do it by yourself in your house. And I want you to continue with the new video, with the new video and the new classes, to continue watching. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.